What's going on, guys? Survivor show, after show, Survivor's Remorse. We got the guests. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
We gotta go to the right.
All the shorties in the club. Let me see
Start
your
here.
chest. Back it up.
Thought, yeah, I thought.
Let me see your chest. Get low.
Here we go.
Let me see your chest.
Here we
Push
go.
it
We got
up, push
four
it
of
up.
them.
Let me see your
Hey.
chest.
I don't know how to do the wobble. Now it's here we go.
Making
it work.
Okay, got it.
Making it work. Yeah. Man, cha-cha.
Get in there. Get in there.
Y'all get to a wedding.
You know, I've never been to a black wedding before.
You've never been to a black wedding before?
Watch it,
No.
man. So watch it today. Watch out now.
Nah, I've only been to like Mexican and all that good stuff.
These are like one of the
This is like a wedding line dance.
wedding
Yeah.
So I
song.
married, there won't be line dances at my wedding.
You won't.
No.
It's overrated.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Like
You play a line dance, your ass is fired. bitch.
Oh, you know what?
I'm like, bruh.
what's
Get
going
outta
on,
here.
everybody? We are here for another after show for Survivor's Remorse. This one is called The Guest, of course. Big shout out to Trene. Last week she held it down. Thank you for everybody tuning in, of course. But we are back here for another one. I'm your host, Jimmy V. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at Be Your Own Dad. Panel talk to the people.
What's up, you guys? Thank you for, holding down with me last week. I'm so glad to be back with my favorite host.
Yeah.
Man, I missed you guys, but you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at your girl Trene.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shaprintace Lynn. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Shaprintace Lynn with 2 N's.
I am Gary Thomas. You can follow me at at I am Gary Thomas on all social media.
He got them pants
Petty
on.
walk.
Got them pants on. We got to give a big shout out to the Survivors Remorse cast because they just got picked up for another season. Another one. So
Our
we
return is tentative right now.
they are back in the building. So obviously they're doing big things, and this episode here was all about going back home and showing love, of course, because we do see Cam returning back to Beantown, aka Boston, of course, and things don't go as smooth as he thought they would, but
Quite.
we'll get right back into it though, because Cam wasn't the only. This episode wasn't only centered around Cam. We also have M. Chuck, who's going through some things.
Yeah,
I mean,
man,
she got
she going
game.
through.
Apparently, she doing things up in bathrooms and whatnot. So
very-
shout out to her for her fantastic acting.
Right.
I was about to say, like, this is probably one of my favorite episodes that I've seen because, like, the acting, she was
legit,
really
It's good.
good. She was amazing. It was so much to feel, and it's made me keep falling in love. Like I tell you guys, every time we come on this season, I'm like really in love with this character right now, and I'm like, I like that the writers are allowing it for us. Like I'm really like M. Chuck and just following this story behind it. I'm not even like really interested in what's going on with Cam right now.
Right.
Like M. Chuck is like my focus right now.
Yeah, I really liked it too. Like it was focusing in on like a character and then showing the aftermath. They used to do that in the show called Degrassi. They would focus in. I don't know what that method is when they do that, when they surround it around a certain like character in the show. But I really, like you said, fell in love with her character and want to know more on what she's gonna go through.
Right.
So
About her dad, for sure.
Exactly, and I think this is what makes it a great series because even though it started out with Cam, it's just branching off into everybody else's story and all that stuff. So
It's really good. I did not think we saw that in the past seasons as much, and we're like
up until now,
yeah, right, and like this season is like taking a little bit of focus off him, and I'm really enjoying it.
which is it's definitely great that this show is on Starz because they can go all the way and
Beyond.
push the envelope like power to you see a lot of those scenes compared to shows on normal TV listings. They can barely swear, so that's just a difference that we obviously see.
that's true.
In this episode here, Cam goes back to go see Dealer Joe,
Deal with Joe.
He's made a career of selling narcotics, and of course, Cam wants to stay true to home,
Bruh.
and
We
hold
all
down
got
people.
that one hood rat friend that you just
We
cannot.
do, yes,
You
exactly.
cannot.
Get away
You
from it.
cannot. Like, you get married? Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, you know what?
Hey man, let me
My
tell
schedule
you.
is really
Right.
packed right now. Like, and I get being true to yourself, but sometimes some friendships, if or lack thereof, because I really don't feel like they had that much of friendship. They do have the childhood thing, but I don't know. They like
But
go to my
best
wedding
buds,
type
yeah.
friends, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
That's
he's on to college, going on his career. Are they really in that tight still?
No, I don't think
Let me
so.
tell y'all, I had a birthday last week, so I had everybody from back home call. Hey, Jimmy, man, that's what's up, man. I see you, bro. Hey, we coming to the top. We coming. But I'm like, hold on now.
Where was your antennas when I was out here struggling against each other? Right.
And I definitely understand you always gotta show me. I think you always gotta show love to where you come from, but it's not where you're from. It's where you're at and where you are going to. And there are people that, as you start to climb, they start to
You can't take everybody with you to the top.
As we see, as Dealer Joe here, he says, "Look, I need you to drop a couple of tweets. You know what I'm saying? I need you to show some love. If so, they will give me discounts on my thing, all this stuff," which is messed up because, as Reggie said, he did not keep it up front. He told them that when they got there, which is I
Reggie already
I
knew.
just thought was cold.
Reggie knew. Reggie already knew. He was trying to prevent this whole thing.
Reggie had an idea as to why, but didn't know the exact thing. Cam, on the other hand, is like, "Hey, that's my boy. We were from kindergarten on. I
got me
gotta be there."
No. I always think that Reggie like foreshadows what's gonna happen, and Cam is like, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. He's a good person. You can tell he wants to just look out for everyone and trust everyone, but you cannot trust people.
Right, people
like
are people.
those
People are people. People are opportunists.
Yes.
You know, and they saw that opportunity to invite them, and they knew that the things wouldn't come with it. So why not jump in? I'm not mad at him for trying to be an opportunist, but I mean, obviously, that's not your real friend.
Right, and leeches, they suck on you, and the minute you try to flick them off, it's like hard.
It's hard.
They want to bite you, and we see that clearly.
And then that's when they start to bring up old time memories, and it becomes, oh, now you owe me this because I did you this back in the day, you know? So it's kind of like a tug of war type situation.
Bruh, where was your antennas
Where was-
where he was
struggling.
shooting at? Where were you
We were
shooting
shooting him in the gym.
Right.
With him in
at
the gym.
Yeah.
Were you with him when he went to college? Were
No.
you with him? No.
No.
He doesn't owe anybody anything, but Cam always has that chip on his shoulder like, oh, I gotta go back and do something for
Right.
somebody. And that's so
does.
annoying.
He could have easily sent a wedding gift.
Easily.
A very nice
No,
one.
very
yeah.
nice one from Pottery
some
Barn.
good china.
Pottery Barn, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. A gift card.
So
something.
we actually end up seeing the effect of him actually being at the wedding. It looks like he took all the shine from someone else. The
Dirty.
best man.
He was dirty.
I don't
Wrong
think he
for that.
meant that,
And
though.
I don't.
Bruh, he
I
could've-
think he kinda
Congratulations, y'all. Love
exaggerated
y'all.
it.
Thank you so much for inviting me out. This is a wonderful wedding. Thanks. Let me get back to that best man to get the tear jerker.
Right.
speech.
Those are his friends too, though. So he has to say
He
something.
gave that man his words and
I don't-
snatched it out of his mouth.
Cam
like-
was wrong, true, but he, you know, I don't think he meant it.
You know what I didn't like though? That the episode brushed over quickly how wrong he was.
It did.
It did.
Yeah.
It never touched upon it.
They don't want. It's like you don't want the viewers to hate him for a moment. Like he was dead wrong for stealing this man's who didn't have the words and might have had you my motherfucker is funny.
That was funny.
But man,
was
like
funny.
can we have had a moment where we were mad at the main character? Like he messed up.
He messed up a lot. He should have listened to Reggie from the beginning. So he just kept messing up. And it's like, one day, when are you going to realize to listen to Reggie? And I don't even think, they didn't even touch on that even, really. Like,
Nope.
you were wrong. You should have, seriously. But
Right. Like,
they just completely skipped over it.
you don't even talk to these guys, and for you to just like make a scene like that and say all these like wonderful words when you wasn't with him when they was
Wouldn't even-
almost getting arrested.
You weren't even there when they met.
Right. Like,
You don't know her from Jim Jack Bobby
right.
or Tom. Okay.
Now, I did like how they got the reaction from all the family that was like, oh, Cam's here, and everybody goes crazy because being from a place where, you know, not too many people get out and actually have that person come back, I would think that's the same exact reaction that anybody would get returning home.
Not at somebody's wedding, though.
But the father of the bride
Yeah.
stopped it.
Where's Cam? Cam, where you at, Cam?
He was walking her down the aisle.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I would kill
You
my
you
dad. Are you
about to get knocked out, bro.
right? Like, just treat him like he's normal.
There
Like,
you
you
go.
make the other people in B-Town or Boston feel like
There you go.
they're not, like, really qualified. Just, you know, we have this, like, shining star that came from Boston. There's many other shining stars that come from other parts of the world. Why are you treating him like he's
Where was
King
Jimmy V's
Tut?
invitation to the
Damn
wedding?
right.
Right.
Stars. But the dad said something like, "Give it up for Cam because he actually did something
out of here.
with
He's
his
a
life."
success.
Yeah, I was like, "Damn!" I'm like, "What about your
Everybody
son?
else,
What about
right.
everybody else
Son-in-law,
there?
He's a right.
He made it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
He's
when
a
he-
success."
When do you think that that's like, I mean, you're from a different state. When you go back home, isn't that kind of like the almost like the same reaction you get is like, wow, like you on
The uncomfortable
TV,
reaction.
you in Hollywood, like.
I did. I recently went back from our reunion a couple months ago, and
Okay.
people were like, "Can I take a picture of you?" No, you can take a picture with me by all means, but it's just it's over the top. Like they think that LA is way different than it really is. It's still a regular city. Hollywood is
Yes.
still a garbagey place. Like it's still homeless people there too.
Trust me.
You know, a lot
We
of
know.
trash. Like I live a normal life for the most part, and I think that Cam would have want to feel that. So
Yeah.
when you're at somebody's wedding, it's about them. You know, I want to bask in the black love too. You know, I don't want to be the center of attention.
That's true.
That is true.
Very true. And speaking of attention, M. Chuck, so to go back to her, she's trying to figure out what the issue is with the lack of love that she receives from her mother. So the psychiatrist makes a relationship out of her hooking up with different girls versus to actually sticking in a relationship and actually making something out of that. What'd you guys think?
She's obviously longing for that love and that sense of, you know, care. So she's looking to these sex partners for some sort of like belonging. You know, I just think that maybe if she would have had like a better relationship with her mom, she wouldn't be as eager to just hop from one bed to the next.
Usually nowadays that's what hashtag daddy problems or
Daddy
something like that,
issues.
right? Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, there's a quote that says, you know, mothers raise their daughters but love their sons. And I think that's kind of like what we see. We see a different kind of relationship with Cam and Cassie.
Much different.
Versus Cassie and M. Chuck. It's more of a raising thing. You need to be strong. And, you know, but everybody has their different ways of showing love, whether it's right, wrong, or you agree with it. And I think that is what M. Chuck's character captures, right? Like, this is how she loves. And she just doesn't know that it's not, you know, fitting for our relationship.
That's right.
Yeah, and I applaud M. Chuck though for, you know, stepping out, and I feel like she's actually making that leap to figure out, okay, this is what my issue is. So let me take the steps to address this. I have mommy issues, I have daddy issues, I have sex issues. I just got issues, and I applaud her, and I think it's fun to see that we're actually seeing her like explore that and not just escape over it and continue being the way she was and just, you know, saying it's nothing. She's actually addressing it, which I think, and I'm excited to see what's about to happen with this.
I know, because wasn't that some sort of part of this series? Cassie was all like, love is, you know, getting up in the morning, working hard for you. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and I feel like that's so true with some like households is like, people don't, if they didn't grow up with love, they think, okay, me getting up and going to work and struggling for you, that's love. Have you ever?
Yeah.
Seen anything like-
Especially with single black women. I feel like single black mothers, especially, and you see Cassie is a single black mother. She especially, like you said, women would tend to raise their daughters and love their sons, and especially with a single black mother, you're gonna want to raise your daughter and make her be strong because you went through what you went through, and you don't want her to go through what you went through, and you want to build her up and make her strong. And sometimes when you're doing that, you lack the love part, and you don't give them the love part. And people, and you know, especially women growing up who don't have the dad, you got to give them extra love. And I think that's what a lot of mothers and single mothers are lacking. But where did they get it from? You got to look at, it's a generational thing. Mm-hmm. They didn't get it.
But I think now with them, a bigger over picture of this season is without the burden of finances and having to go to work, you now have the time to realize who you are and what you're missing. Like, Cassie is lost without her brother, and she's trying to figure herself out. Chuck is, figuring out what love really means with her mother. We have this relationship between Reggie and Missy. What's going on? Missy trying to find her way back into being the woman she was before. Like, I am loving this part of the show so much because Cam's character is great, and I like Jesse, but just seeing the highs and lows of these other actors and seeing how Erica Ash is really pushing the envelope with the things she's doing as an actress, and we meeting her as a woman and seeing like, wow, this is such a different person on screen. I'm just loving this, and like seeing more of Tashina because we love her from the 90s and everything she does, everybody's mom. Like, I'm just loving this right now, and it's giving us so much more this season. I just like that.
Definitely reason why it obviously got picked up for season 4. Yes. So I mean, that is definitely something to look forward to.
From the moment when they had started off with her, like, working out, like, I feel like this is so relatable for, like, any woman. It doesn't matter if you're, whatever community you come from. It's like this woman is trying to find herself out in this lost world that she's had to deal with. Mm-hmm. And they're just showing her just, like, really just living and trying to figure out who she is, like you said.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be beautiful. You didn't say anything about Allison.
She was nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found. Season 4 writer off.
He breaks up with her.
Right, break up with her by episode 10. Write in our Gabrielle Union character. And make me happy. I mean, do I need to can I get in the writer's room? Like,
Maybe.
I got some ideas that I just want to toss out there, just to get it going,
There was the scene where Chuck was doing her thing inside the bathroom, and I just wanted to talk about how she went about and handled that situation, because I've heard stories of actual hookers being inside bars, whatever the case, setting up people, and then they're like, okay, $300, $5 a stack, whatever the case was. But Chuck was like, look, I'm not gonna pay. And then she tries to leave, and then she's got her boy at the door holding a gun.
That was not a boy.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Shut the door.
Her muscle.
That was not a boy.
That was
a female.
Extremely
That was a
realistic.
little lady.
Little lady.
And if she didn't have a gun, if Chuck could have took her.
Not a little lady.
No,
Hell no.
that could have ended really badly.
It could have.
I thought that whole situation was crazy. Like, in my head, I was watching, I thought maybe, that was going to be like some sort of
like love.
Or, some matchmaker. But I was so caught off guard when she was like, well, it's going to be this amount for head. It's going to be this amount for that. Like, what?
Yeah.
Where did this come from?
Right.
I was with you. I felt the same way. I was like, yes, she like got, turned out in there. And I'm like, okay, this is about to be love. Like, she really, expressed, they had something going in the bathroom. But I was kind of sad to see that it wasn't. But I kind of feel like it's kind of like, okay, now you learned your lesson. Your therapist tried to tell you in therapy to take a break, and you didn't, and you let your flesh get to you, and you went out, and you had sex in the bathroom with somebody you didn't know, and then look, and it came and bit you in the butt.
I know, like, she's a hooker. Like, that could go bad, like, health-wise. Like,
a lot of things.
Like, you're over here just, like, letting a stranger, like, a woman you don't know, eat you out. Like, I mean, we've all had viewers, I don't know, we've all had our moments in life where
Everybody went to college.
you know, things just get a little crazy, and you gotta just like pick yourself up like her and be like, look, I'm done. I'm not drinking no more. I can't
about
do
this
this
life no more.
When you walk out to somebody's daughter sitting on the stool outside the door, I think I would have been done right then and there. Like,
my mommy
whoa, that Pat Ryan got the best thing. I got to go.
Listen, I'm just grabbing my shirt and keep going about it.
Woo.
Hopefully she learned her lesson now. Hopefully.
Hopefully, but once again, they're creating scenes that not the normal Survivor's Remorse audience can relate to, but I think they're extending to get as many people, because I think anybody, well, I'm not saying anybody, but those that party on the lavish side and like to hook up and all that stuff,
Risque more so.
they know what they were trying to prove in that scene there.
Yeah, no, and it kind of showed too, because she was in the bath in the earlier scene, and then she gets her thingy-majig, because, she had to release some stress. Like, obviously, you've seen, when she, like, had her orgasm, that was, like, just a great moment for her.
Right, and notice how she said, okay, that's enough, stop. I thought writing-wise, that just shows how controlled that she tries to always be, and
Rejecting love.
Exactly, because at that point she's like, okay, I don't want to show myself to be any more vulnerable than this point here. Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I'm picking it up.
Yeah, Dr. Jimmy.
Dr. Jim's over here. Nah, but also in the comments section, let us know your thoughts on this episode. Of course, we always want to know. And shout out to everybody who continued the conversation. Always appreciate that love. So, what do you guys expect for the end of the season? Because it is starting to get to that point soon.
Down.
We still. I mean,
I don't know, because they don't follow. They're all over the place. To me, they're not following any particular storyline.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know what's happening right now. M. Chuck is the main storyline, it seems like. And I just really hope she
she's
comes
the most
through.
interesting. I won't say she's the main, but I think it's the most interesting for us.
Yeah, you're right, actually. So M. Chuck, I just hope I think at the end of this, hopefully they don't drag it out into another season. I really hope by the end of this season she figures something out. And she,
Something big happens for her?
Yeah, maybe she finds like a solid relationship, or maybe she doesn't need one right now.
wasn't she supposed to be back in school?
Yeah,
maybe she'll go to school.
Right?
No, wait. She can't go to school farther. I don't need them to write her off the season now. Okay. You gotta stay right there. Tell Spellman, Clark Atlanta, some in this area. The AUC, M. Chuck, AUC, okay?
What did you guys think of the scene where Missy was in the car with her, and she's...
I think they kind of set a fire on that relationship now. I think it's just going to start to continue to grow from that point there.
I think they're doing that with kind of Missy and everybody, like showing that even though she's an in-law, she has a connection to everyone.
She's like the glue.
Yeah. She brings her upbringing, her past, and kind of helps them go it all together. She has a good relationship with each person. It's just unique.
I feel like, especially now that Uncle Julius is gone, he was that person that kind of stuck everything together, which I will give my 2 cents on last week's episode. I thought that was stupid, how the whole gun and
the whole episode was
stupid.
I didn't get that.
That was dumb.
What's the point of
Why did y'all bring this filler episode? Like, I'm sorry. I'm like, that was really rude. But
No, it was
was
true.
the
It
whole
was a
episode was
filler.
just like, it was a nice gun and all.
But this is a little bit too much
You
about
gotta
a
bring
gun.
it to the cops and all that
It's
stuff.
really not
but
that
It's
serious.
not that serious, thank you. A lot of things are not
The
that
whole
serious.
Nigerian
Just right. That Nigerian
my
thing
God.
was crazy. Like, first of all, you didn't know what a bath was. Like, you didn't do no reading about Nigerian culture.
Clearly not.
But when she told her to mind her fucking business,
That was what.
it's like, what? You just can't talk to me that way.
So yeah, like I just think with this season they've jumped to numerous characters' stories, but we just haven't seen anything consistent as far as what they are trying tell or prove, or
No, nothing really.
I don't know at that point.
Well, maybe this was like an experimental season of, seeing how people will react to, finding out more about the other characters and seeing more.
I don't like it. Opinion. I don't like it. I need a story. I need something.
So you wanted to jump,
Be more
basically
continuous.
like continue on. I think, that's very true because it makes us like we forget about that.
Yeah.
And then, we're supposed to go on to the next thing.
Like,
and
remember this happened?
put a story together in our minds.
I'm like,
Yeah, because
this.
I don't want
these
something to
reviews were from
happen
a long time ago.
5 episodes later. Like,
Yeah.
just kind of like throw it in where we're going with this every episode would be nice.
Right.
But writing off Allison would be
Tandy.
fantastic.
So I think it'd be a perfect time to go slide on into predictions at this point and see what we think for the remainder of the season.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
You know what? I want to see the executive producer come on more. LeBron James.
LeBron can
we
actually
did
really
see him
act.
one time.
Yeah, he acts pretty well.
I mean,
Yeah.
the boy's been in front of cameras ever since the age 2. So I mean, if he can't act, you gotta do something.
He's done movies and stuff that he's pretty decent in. Like, he's not
Right.
too bad.
And then we did see him on one episode in season 2. They were gambling and all that stuff. So it'd be nice to see an appearance from the king. You know?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe they'll do a little one-on-one because we've
Maybe,
seen
yeah.
Cam dribble a ball.
Hold up, all.
Damn, can he kick a soccer ball or something?
Commercial.
Nerf ball?
But no, I wanted to point out that Reggie was like, I feel like he's gonna
like-
flip out on somebody.
He's like
because-
the manager.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like,
Bro, don't
going
get him from around the way.
in,
I done
he's
already
going
don't
in.
test me.
Right.
I'm from
he's
these
like
streets,
a
bro.
little slick. He's a slick one because
Yeah.
the next episode, I feel like he's gonna be putting a few people in their places. Like, just because we signed up to be a part of this team and we're here doesn't mean that we don't have a choice. Like,
Right.
Well, we already know that Cam's free agent.
yeah. But it's like, it was just a lot of like sly stuff, slick stuff being said, especially by the coach, where he was like saying he's like, what is that thing, that saying that you usually say? And he was just,
And
I
he's
don't
like,
know.
No, it said like this. I forget the exact words or whatever the case was. But.
Yeah, but I just feel like Reggie's gonna have to, whoop a couple people. Not like figuratively, but he's gonna have to act a fool in order to even just show who he really is.
Right. Because they were just starting now, new contract, new money. Now things have changed. Now they know how to operate somewhat. They got money, so it's not like that's what they're chasing now. So I think they just want them to put some respect on.
Put some respect
Their
on my
name.
name. And
about it.
also, I think maybe Chuck may become celibate. She might focus.
Stretching.
She might focus
Really.
on herself more.
might.
She
It's
might
possible.
get really
That
into
hooker
yoga. She might
might
really,
throw up.
just like throw us off the limb. Be like,
I can just feel like
wow.
M Truck is like sitting across from him like, you tried it.
Yeah, you tried it.
Trene,
You
you
tried it.
You're trying it right
Something
now.
is gonna like change her to where she's gonna be like, I gotta make a different lifestyle change. Like, I need to just like chill out. After watching this episode, that's what I see.
I think so too.
Okay.
And I hope her and Cassie make a breakthrough. I think something monumental is going to happen between them two, where it's going to be, just cry. As I say, cry. I don't know what the word I was looking for, but they're going to cry. They're going to, really get down into, this is why I raised you the way I raised you. This is what it did to me. Oh my goodness. And then make a breakthrough. And I think she's going to be celibate. And she's gonna make a whole new journey, and it's gonna be a whole kind of new
new
M
M.
Chuck,
Chuck.
but new and improved. I think so.
I don't know about that. That's a little, because the show is so comedic and they brush over some, like, this is like one of the first episodes we actually saw like a more intimate moment in the car where we just saw that monologue of just more vulnerability. So I'm not sure about that. I would like to see it though. I think that we're gonna see something with Cassie, because she's on like the self-discovery and trying to heal and grieve. So I think we'll see some revelation of how she's dealing with the grief, as far as whether it's gonna be love will help her, or focus on something new. And I do think that Chuck, we're gonna have a big turnover with her. Something's coming. Something's coming. They're like working us. I think they're building us up to something.
Yeah,
big to happen with her. And I'm just really excited to see more of the Reggie Missy interaction, where this marriage is going, and maybe a baby or something like that.
Ooh, and basically, if he has to trade into a different city, that means no more Allison, because he's gonna basically have to.
Well, she came
move
in strong
to a
and she
different
was
state,
leaving
right?
Okay.
Right?
She gave it a shot.
When she came in, I'm like, yes. But ever since,
we were
it's
all
like,
for her last season.
yeah, we were.
But she really just the fire is blown out
It
for
is.
Allison.
Exactly. So once again, for those people at home, please comment your thoughts on what you think soon to come for the remainder of the season. Of course, we always want to know. Once again, there is a season 4 of Survivor's Remorse, so this show isn't going anywhere, which means we will be here possibly another season as well. But in the meantime, you
Gary
can
is
reach out to us.
You trying it right
Instagram.
now. You're reaching real far. You're reaching real far.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Be Your Own Dad. Always check the blog, beyourowndad.blogspot. Stay updated.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at your girl Trene.
And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram wearing your fanciest of petty pants.
You ironed them today? You
I'm
dry
stealing
cleaned them?
all of Gary's. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Shaprintace Lynn with 2 N's.
And of course, I am Gary Thomas. Find me on all social media at I am Gary Thomas. And of course, I am GaryThomas.com.
Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.